let me just play a little devil's advocate. Or actually, it's not really devil's advocate, but I want to hear your mindset or your thought about this, because I think people are going to have this question, right? In the very beginning, you told the story, right, of a dad at the park pushing the kids around the park in the middle of the day. Okay. Yep. But now you're talking about, being an attendant, cleaning up after people and driving around before and after work. So now not only do you have your 9 to 5, but you're also working before that 9 to 5 and after that 9 to 5. So why? How does that fit into your original desire for that freedom that you have there?
Sure. So what I'll say is like, man, this quote, I do not know where it came from. I wrote it down in one of my kind of brain journal things that I kept from college, literally from college, however many years ago that was. It is live for a few years of your life like others won't, and you'll spend the rest of your life like others can't, right? So that's how I saw it. It was kind of like a short-term sacrifice to be able to, be the conduit to allow me to spend my time a few years from now how others can't, right? Fast forward from then to now, it's obviously we're like all, kind of working from home for the 9 to 5 deal or whatever, right? But I'm also able to spend, I would say 95% of the time that I work with the laundry, with Columbia Pike Laundry from home, and it came from, being able to work in those things for a few years until I built the business up to take a couple steps back and make some hires so that I could manage a lot of what I do, from here.
Yeah. And I have that quote written down also. And there's, what I think is interesting, kind of an interesting, I think, fad or whatever it is, or maybe, I don't know if it's a fad or not, but I think it kind of is, there's this culture right now of like, hey, you shouldn't have to like put in too much effort. It's like
right. Yeah. Buy some Bitcoin once it's $100 and then, wait 6 months and now it's worth 60,000. And like, that's how you make it. Right.
Yeah. And I think there's a lot of people kind of selling that idea, like, and almost like putting down people who are actually doing some work. Right. And there's kind of that culture, or there's the culture of like hustle and grind forever. Right. Like just keep going and going and going and going and going. And, both of those, I think, fine, whatever. Like, I'm not sure that either one of those is path to a successful and fulfilling life. But who am I to say? I don't know.
It's about balance, it's about balance, everything is, I can't, I'm not going to be out here. I'm not in the best shape of my life right now, but I mean, like, I'm not out here, lifting 24/7, like balance. And then I'm also not out here, eating, ice cream all day. Right. You know what I mean? Like it's in everything it's about balance, so both sides of that, argument, they have merit, but both sides have merit. It's about, meeting somewhere in the middle and figuring out that balance for you, personally, what's that balance look like for you?
Yeah. Yeah. And you're right. Like, I do think that there's something to be taken from both sides of those things. And I would even argue that balance doesn't always have to exist, right? Like for you, it was, hey, work really hard for a few years, doing what other people aren't willing to do, so that now and going forward, you'll be able to do, what other people can't do because you've put in that hard work. Right. And during that time where you were, driving before and after, or being an attendant at your laundromat before and after work, you probably didn't have a ton of balance at that point in time, because you were building something. Right. And I think that's kind of the key, is that, it's okay for a period of time to put in a lot of work and to not be balanced, right? If you're building something, or trying to build something, and not saying that it's always going to work, because it won't always work, but you can build something and be off balance and then find that balance later. Right. Or then be able to live, and counteract what you did by not working so hard for a while too, until you're ready to build something again. But I think the key there is not to just spin your wheels for the sake of spinning your wheels. And I think I did that a lot early on when I was trying to figure out what in the world was going on after I bought my first laundromat, and, felt like I got sucker punched, and didn't know. And I think I just kind of spun my wheels, like doing stuff, right? Because I didn't know what to do or whatever. And that's not going to get you anywhere either. It doesn't do you any good to work really hard for a few years unless you're building something.
That's right.
Building an asset.
Yep. So sort of keeping that end goal in mind. Hey, right now I gotta have my head down and work the business like this. But my end goal is to be able to have that that freedom of time, that time freedom.